So last time, you can see my slides, right?
Yes, Ji. You able to see.
So last time we covered till polynomial linear regression. Okay, so we'll see some of the concept related to overfitting, bias, variance. Okay, so what is overfitting? So the example which here it is provided, this is related to your classification. So I will give you one example related to, we have read till now we learned regression. Okay, so if I say this is your graph, okay, something like this is your points are there. This is regression. Okay, so if so, your algorithm arrives at a model or mathematical formula which draw a line like this. Okay, it's not necessary to be a straight line. We have seen in polynomial regression. Okay, so if this kind of suppose graph comes, okay, in your training set, what do you think your accuracy will be in test set? Can someone guess it? In training set, given point, the logic came such that it is able to touch each and every point somehow. Okay, what do you think your accuracy will be in test data? Any idea?
More than 90%.
Okay.
Touch all the points is 100% accuracy.
Okay. So what happened? See, this is your training set, okay? And with blue, I have marked the test set. So you both these tests are, though both these sets are different, okay? But the mathematical logic or the model which you arrived in training set, okay? Same thing will be used in test set. This everyone agrees? In regression, we have seen the best fit line we get in training set, same line we use for prediction in the test set. Everyone agrees with this statement? Or someone,
Yes.
if someone is having if someone is having slightest doubt, let me know. Everyone agrees?
Yes, Rishabh.
Okay. So same graph, okay? Now I am drawing here. So almost roughly, I mean, in drawing, you may say that, okay, little bit here and there, but we will using same. This is nothing but your mathematical equation, this graph which you are getting. And now you can see the test points, which are marked in blue. Now you can see here that all the points are not falling on the graph, right?
Yes, yes, Ji.
Yes. So what happens if we create a very complex or very sophisticated kind of logic or graph, it will give very bad accuracy on the test data, right? Because the way the points are distributed in training set, it may not be necessarily the same what to say condition in the test case. That's why in training set, see what happened when you draw this graph. Now in training set also we calculate the accuracy. Okay, suppose this is the point, right? When you actually arrive this equation, the predicted value is this, actual value is red one, so the error is very less. So this way they calculate for training set, and if accuracy is coming 99% or 98%, so don't think that you have done a very great job here. Okay, because very high accuracy in training can lead to very poor accuracy in test set or in future, all the future predictions. Okay. So this is called as overfitting. Overfitting in the sense your data, your model has learned the training set very properly. इसको आप you can say like a person रट्टा मारने को कहते हैं ना, the person who remember word by word, but when actual question come little bit tweaked, the question is little bit tweaked in the examination, then he is not able to answer it. So that is the same condition here. You have learned the training set very properly, but same will not be applicable in the test set. Your accuracy will be poor. So this is called as overfitting.
इसीलिए यहाँ पे एक क्वेश्चन है परमेश से।
हाँ पूछिए। Yes.
नहीं तो जैसे आपने बताया यदि एक्यूरेसी 99% आती है तो मतलब how could we decide that this accuracy is came by overfitting or it came by genuinely? How would we
see? Okay. Very good question, ji. It's see, you calculated some accuracy in the training set. Suppose, see, 99% it can be understandable. Okay, it's very high. Suppose in training set you got 92%, but when you find out the accuracy in test set, you got somewhere around, suppose, 75%. Okay, then it's very understood that there's a problem of overfitting in the training set. When the difference between training set and test set accuracy is high, you can easily say that, okay, there's a problem with the model. Okay.
So you mean the accuracy of that test data should be the near to equal with the training set. That means you have trained your model perfectly, otherwise it is overfitted.
Sorry. Oh, yes. What you're saying?
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, what I understood from you, we have the one test data, one training data. So in the training data, we are getting the accuracy 92%, and in the test data, we are getting the 75%. So you mean if this difference is big, that means your model is overfitted.
Correct.
Or if it is training the less difference is equal to the actual training model, then it is correctly trained. Am I right?
Yes, when your difference is very big, I mean you are getting very less accuracy in test set, it means you are having an issue of overfitting. Okay.
Overfitting. Okay.
Yeah. So
जब difference बहुत मतलब minus है लगभग इक्वल है तो फिर सही मतलब मॉडल सही ट्रेंड हुआ है.
Yes. Then we can say that okay, model is performing okay. It's not overfitting problem or underfitting. We'll see what is underfitting also. Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
So in classification, this diagram is for classification, since no one knows what is classification problem. So as of now, you can ignore this diagram. We'll explain later. But overfitting can happen in regression also or in classification also. Okay, so that is not limited to only one kind of problem. Okay, so what is the features of overfitting? Complex decision boundary. Complex decision boundary, nothing but whatever graph you have arrived at, it is very much complex. It's not like a straightforward, like a straight line or something like a little bit generalized. It is very complex. Okay. Good fit of training data means in training data, it is a very good fit or accuracy is very high. You can say that. Good fit means accuracy. Okay. Poor fit of test data, right? Low accuracy or poor accuracy or high error. So these things happen in overfitting. Now, there are certain ways to address the issue of overfitting. One is your regularization of hyperparameters. Second is cross validation, and third is bias variance trade-off. So if you, there are various ways to do this actually. If you take care of these things, then there will be very less chance of overfitting. Any question till now?
You need to explain about this regularization hyperparameter.
Your voice is very feeble actually. It's low and
1 second, yeah. Hello, now fine?
yeah. Please tell me.
Yeah, I think I understood, but 60 over fitting. These are the parameters, regularization hyperparameter for condition.
These things, yeah, these things are correct. These things I will explain.
Okay, no worries then. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. So first of all, what is bias? Okay. Okay. So what is bias? So the difference between average prediction and the correct value which we are trying to predict, okay, that is called as bias. You can say up to some extent it is the error. High bias means model pays very little attention to training data and oversimplifies the model. Okay, so you can say in other way it is the error, because it is the difference between average prediction, okay, not each and every prediction. This is average prediction and correct value. Okay, so sort of error only. Now what is the meaning? It's saying high bias means model pays very little attention to training data. So if your suppose points are like this, okay, now it's saying high bias means very little attention to training data. Means it is not taking care how your points are distributed. It just suppose it created a model like this. So here you can see that, okay, model has not taken care how points are distributed. It just created a what to say, one model which is not close to the distribution of the point. So it means the average prediction and the correct value. Okay, correct value is nothing but your cross. Okay, and the line which came, this is your prediction. So the difference is very high. That is why it is called as high bias, or it is called as underfitting also. So when you are having underfitting, your what you say, suppose this is your training set. Okay, now this is your test set. Suppose points are distributed something like that. Okay, now if you same way, if you do this, so there's a possibility that sometimes you get here we generally says that if there is a change in training data, okay, in case of underfitting, if there is a change in the training data, the graph will not change much, because graph is not paying enough attention to the training data. That's why if the point, suppose instead of this point, if the point comes here, or instead of this point, points goes there, still the line will not change much actually, because it is not paying much attention to your training data. So this is called as underfitting. Yeah. Any question? Any question, doubt?
Rishi, even in the overfitting, it was also having almost the same meaning. Like prediction was not a very good one.
Yes, correct. Correct. That is correct. That in case of overfitting, the test prediction, the accuracy was bad. Okay. Same, but here what happens, that here accuracy is bad in training set as well. It is bad in training set. It is bad in test set. Both. Okay, that's why here what it says, we simplifies the model under fitting. The in simple language, they say if there is some change in the data point in the training set, the model will not change much. This is the language it uses. Okay, here you cannot compare accuracy. What it really means that just by comparing the accuracy between test and training set, you cannot say that it is underfitting. Okay.
So to आप लोग ये अंडर फिटिंग कंफर्म करने के लिए हम लोग ट्रेनिंग सेट ही 3-4 बार अलग अलग सेट लेके ट्राई करते हैं जी.
हाँ जी, आप ऐसा करेंगे तो आपको पता चल जाएगा. अलग अलग सेट लेंगे, so there won't be much change in the model.
ओके, तभी पता चला. मतलब
हाँ.
टेस्ट डेटा के साथ कंपेयर नहीं करेंगे. इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट हम लोग ट्रेनिंग सेट में ही 3-4 बार अलग अलग सेट के साथ कंपेयर करेंगे.
हाँ, ये कह सकते हैं आप. आपको पहली बात है कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल when you will do in first time also, your accuracy will be very low. Okay. So the moment your accuracy is low, either there is some issue with the data or it is underfitting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happened? We learned linear regression, right? So generally, this underfitting kind of problem happens in this kind of model: linear regression, LD, linear discriminant analysis, logistic regression. In this, high bias generally happens, and low bias happens generally in case of decision tree, simple vector machine, k nearest neighbor. Okay, so these algorithm like decision tree, you can remember, decision tree is like a very high accuracy. You will get very high accuracy in the training set only. So that is a case of overfitting. Okay, so there are various ways to take care of that, but this is the difference between low and high bias. Okay. So your variance is opposite of your bias. So if bias is high, generally variance is low. What is the meaning of variance? It is the change in the amount of estimate of the target function on changing the training data set. Right? So if you change your training set, how much your model, okay, will change in the target set, that is called as variance. So just take the example of your overfitting. Okay, what happens in overfitting? Your graph is like this, very complex graph. Okay, so this is overfitting. Can anyone tell me this is high bias or low bias?
Low bias.
Correct, low bias. Okay, now this is overfitting, right? It is complex boundary. If there is change in data set, this model will change greatly, correct?
Correct.
So that is why it is called as high variance. So if there is a issue of low bias, it will be a high variance, or vice versa. Okay.
Yeah.
So low variance happen in case of linear regression, because in case of linear regression it was high bias. So this is just the opposite of it. Very simple to remember. Both works in opposite direction. Okay. So bias variance trade-off. So goal of supervised algorithm is to have low bias and low variance. We should be in a condition that their bias should be low, as well as the variance should be low as well. Okay. Linear models is nothing but your logistic regression or you can say this linear regression, which we just saw. Non-linear models are your tree, decision tree. Okay, so there we are having low bias and high variance. Increasing the bias, if you increase the bias, there will be decrease in variance. If you increase the variance, there will be decrease in the bias. So to address these things, we use parameterization. We'll see this later on, but this is what is bias variance trade-off. If you increase one thing, the other one will decrease. If you decrease one thing, other one will increase, and vice versa. Okay. Now we saw that taking care of overfitting, one is bias variance trade-off. Okay. Other one is regularization and one is cross validation. So these topics I will cover once we, after some time, I mean once we do clustering, I mean not clustering, your classification, and then we'll see that some topic. Okay, because it will be too much of information. Before you should be able to make the model and test it. If you start doing the efficiency and all those things, you will get confused. So that's why the further slides I will cover later on. In regularization, there are some, within regularization, there are some different techniques are there, L1 loss, L2 loss. If someone already knows that, then you know that, okay, where L1, L2 get used. So we'll see this later on. Okay. Any question till now? Any question?
नहीं ऋषि जी।
ऋषि जी
सबको clear है? Because some people joined looks like late. So if you have confusion, you can tell me. Because
Yeah, Rishiji, I joined late, but that time bias was going, this variance was going on actually. So I missed that topic, bias and other things. But I believe like after this session, I'll just go through the PPTs and get it clear. Otherwise, it's just repetition and wasting others' time.
okay, no problem, no problem. Anyone else is having confusion also? If all other people are clear, then fine. Vivek ji can go through the recording, and if there's any confusion, I will explain next class. But if someone else is still having confusion, I can explain again. Not a problem.
This is I joined but late, so I'll look for the video. To explain here.
Okay, no problem. I will explain. Not a problem. See what happens. Suppose you are having a training set. Okay, like this. Okay. Now, if you build the model, the mathematical formula, and it learned your data very well, this is your training set. Okay. So if your model learned your data very well in training set, what will happen when you are having a test set? Suppose this is your test set. Okay. Now the model will be same. Whatever you arrived in the training set, same thing you will use in test set, right? Everyone agrees to this, right? So what happened here? You will get a very good accuracy. Accuracy will be very good. But here your accuracy will drop great because your model is meant only for training data. It is not like a generalized one. It has learned your training data very well. That's why in test set, you will get a very poor result. So this is called as overfitting. Okay. Vivek ji.
Ji Rishi ji, following.
So this is called as overfitting. And contrary to this, underfitting is you are having points like this, okay? The model which you arrived is very simple, okay? It is not following much your training data, okay? So same model when you apply on the test set, actually. So the difference will not be much between the accuracy, but the problem is the underfitting. The accuracy in both cases will be very bad. So this is called as underfitting. Okay. So bias is your nothing but the difference between average prediction and correct value. So if bias is high, it means error is more. Ji, any question? Someone is looks like asking. So in this diagram, you can see the blue one. It is following the dots very much. Okay. So this is case of overfitting, blue one. But the orange line, it is a very generalized one. It is not taking care that where the points are really. So this is orange one is your underfitting. Okay. Also, orange one is a case of high bias, means your error is more. The points, the difference between prediction is nothing but your line, the model, and the actual points are those cross points. The difference between those two are very much high. That is called, it is called as high bias. Okay. Any confusion or any question on this before we start new topic?
It's fine, Ji. Rishiji.
Okay. So this, I am telling you this bias and variance, okay? Because what happens, generally, I will tell you, it took me very long time to understand bias, because biased in literal meaning of English, right? Bias means you are biased to someone. So I was thinking that why bias means underfitting. Ideally, it should be overfitting, because I am more biased to a training set. So you Google various kind of definition, you will get many kind of definition, and sometimes some definitions it's difficult to understand actually. So you will get this confusion that bias means you are making a model and your model should be is biased more towards training set. So don't get confused. If you understand bias with error term, okay, the error is high. High bias means high error. It means you're underfitting. So this way you can remember properly. Okay, this is just to avoid the confusion.
So Rishiji, in the diagram, what we are referring here, this average prediction and correct value which we are trying to predict. So if we refer this diagram you have drawn, so here this blue is nothing but it's our model, just assume. Okay. And what you are referring here, average prediction, it's a just one line will be decided.
No, no. See here, you forget about this orange line. Okay, your red points are your given data. Regression. Remember regression? You just based on some point, you find out the straight line, and this was your best fit line, right?
Yes.
But in case of polynomial terms, your line will not be straight. It may bend like anything. Okay. Correct. So this is the overfitting, means the blue line is your, it is called as regression line also. So this best fit line is also called as regression line. The model which you built based on your data. So in this case, the blue one is going through each and every dot, means it has learned your pattern very nicely. That is why it is called as overfitting. And bias is the difference between average prediction. Now, average prediction, I cannot say what is average prediction here, but you can see that it is the difference of prediction and the correct value. Okay, you just forget about average. It is the difference between prediction and correct value. Means if error is high, your bias is high. Okay, in case of overfitting, you can see that your error is very less, so it means it is a low bias. Okay, just one thing, it's going to be over, so please join again. I'm just restarting the sessions. Okay, we'll explain
Okay.
again.